Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, few days back, almost a week or so, we discussed the past tense, and in that very day, we remained one part of the past tense. And first of all, we will try to cover that very type, and after that, today's our topic is future tense. We will try to cover the first part of the future tense. Now, first of all, the remaining part of that very tense, that is past tense, that is past perfect continuous tense. First of all, what actually is past perfect continuous tense? Past perfect continuous tense is also the part of tense used to express something that started in the past and was still going on at some point or period of time in the past. That means that time is important here. It is used to express something that started in the past and was still going on. When something happened and it was still going on and we don't know about its completion. For example, when I reached there at 2 p.m., he had been waiting for me since 1:30. When I reached there are two actions, earlier action and the later action. Earlier action is in past perfect continuous and later action which interrupts that very action, that is past simple. When I reached, जब मैं वहाँ पहुँचा at 2 बजे, he had been waiting, वो मुझे 1:30 बजे से ही इंतज़ार कर रहा था. That means that tense was started before that time and it was still going on. That is called as past perfect continuous tense. Now the structure, that is subject, auxiliary had, and the form of be, been, plus the fourth form of verb, ing form, plus the object, and also since and for mentioning time. How long, how much time he was waiting for me. For example, it had been raining since morning when you rang me up. It had been raining since morning when you rang me up. I had been playing since I was 10. I had been playing since I was 10 and still I am playing. That means the tennis starts when I was 10 and it continues up to time, up to the particular time. That is past perfect continuous. First of all, continuous itself means the progressive tense, continuous. Now, when to use that very tense, past perfect continuous tense? Used to talk about how long something had been happening before something else had happened. That is very important point. Used to talk about how long, that is the time, something had been happening before something else had happened. For example, he had been reading a book since morning when I entered. When I entered in his house, he had been reading a book since morning. That means that past tense. They had seen playing for 3 hours when I came. They had been playing for 3 hours when I came. That means I came at 10 a.m. and they were still playing, and they were playing from 8 a.m. and when I came there they were still playing. They had been playing for 3 hours, and the time is very important. Either you use since or you use 3 or you use a period. Period refers to the amount of time, since refers to the point of time. Next, he had been waiting for 2 hours when I reached there. Waiting for 2 hours, that is important. He had been waiting for 2 hours when I reached there. Like, I reached there at 2 p.m. but he was waiting for me from 11 a.m. He had been waiting for me. Yeah, he had been waiting for 2 hours when I reached there. That is the past perfect continuous tense, means how long something had happened before something else had happened. Here in this very tense, we discussed about the time, mentioning of the time, that is very important. How long something had happened before something else had happened. Like, कल 2 बजे मैंने अपने दोस्त को मिलने के लिए बुलाया. 2 बजे, लेकिन वो मुझे 12 से ही इंतज़ार कर रहा था। कल हमें 2 बजे मिलना था, लेकिन उन्होंने सोचा मीटिंग शायद मिस होगी, वो मुझे कल 12 बजे से ही वेट कर रहा था। तो मैं कहूँगा, when I reached there at 2 p.m. my friend had been waiting for me for last 2 hours. My friend had been waiting for me for last 2 hours. That is the time, mentioning of time, how long he was waiting for me, how long he had been waiting for me. That is the past perfect continuous. I hope to somehow we discussed this tense in detail. Now, the last very tense, that is future tense. First of all, we know about the future tense is nothing. Future tense की कोई पहचान है नहीं. It has been put out from the present tense, but it is based on predictions. It is based on assumptions. It is based on, can say, coming time. That is why, and the first and present tense, they are real tenses. Past and present tenses, they are real tenses. But what actually is future tense? To indicate an action, event or condition that will happen or has to still take place. That is the very important point. यहाँ पर जो है हम इसकी बात कर रहे हैं जो होने जा रहा है, अभी हुआ तो नहीं. दैट मीन्स फ्यूचर टेंस वो टेंस होता है जिसमें हम बात कर रहे हैं उसमें कुछ हुआ नहीं बल्कि होने जा रहा है, हैज़ स्टिल टू टेक प्लेस. लाइक, आई शैल सी हिम टुमारो, आई शैल मीट यू टुमारो, आई विल कम टू स्कूल, आई विल गो टू मार्केट, ही विल कम टू मीट मी. I will go there by bus. These all are related to the future tense. That means that tense in which an action, event or condition will happen. It has not been happening, it not happens, but it will happen at some time in future. Now, as usual, while we discussed the present and past tense, they have been divided into 4 parts. Same is the case for future tense also. Future tense also have been divided into 3-4 types: future simple or future indefinite, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. Now, the very first point, that is future indefinite tense or future simple tense. Future indefinite tense, that part of tense, used when we plan or make a decision to do something or an action that has still to take place. 2 points. First point, when we make a plan, when we have a firm plan, or when we make a decision to do something. Like हमने कोई प्लान बनाया, कोई डिसीजन लिया कि हमें ये करना है, और या कोई एक्शन दैट हैज स्टिल टू टेक, या कोई काम जो अभी हम करने जा रहे हैं, अभी किया नहीं लेकिन करने वाले हैं, एंड हैज स्टिल टू टेक प्लेस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, दे विल प्ले मैच इन दी, अभी हुआ नहीं लेकिन डिसाइडेड है, दे विल प्ले मैच इन द इवनिंग. आई शैल मीट हिम, आई शैल गिव यू ए पेन, अभी पेन तो दिया नहीं लेकिन देने वाला, आई शैल गिव यू ए पेन. आई विल बाय ए बुक फ्रॉम द मार्केट, आई विल बाय ए बुक फ्रॉम द मार्केट. I will help him on that event. That means these all are related to the future simple or future indefinite tense. That tense in which we plan or make a decision to do something or an action that has still to take place. Now, the structure. Structure in which that is the subject plus that is also shall and will. That is very important. Otherwise, this tense is related to the present tense. If we put out shall and will from this tense, it becomes a present tense. Subject, because will and shall indicates futurity. It is only will that indicates futurity, that we will do something. Subject plus shall and will plus the first form of verb plus object. That's the structure. Like, it will rain on tomorrow. We shall be there by noon. They will finish it next week. I will write a book. I will read this book tomorrow. These are some adverbs, time adverbs: tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next month, next week, by now. These are all related to this that indicates futurity. Now some uses of future indefinite tense. First of all, predicting a future event. When we predict a future event, we simply use the present future indefinite tense. Like, don't worry, you will pass the test. Don't worry, you will pass it. It will rain tomorrow. As far as the situation is concerned, as far as the clouds are scattering over the sky, it will rain on tomorrow. Yeah, it will rain on that day. He will come tomorrow. That's also the prediction. Who do you think will get the job? Who will be the president of this country? Who will be the prime minister, next prime minister of this country? That is a prediction. When we predicting event, when we predicting an action, when we predicting, we use the future simple. That is the very important tense. And also, future simple is used when we have a firm plan. And there are some other tenses. There are some other uses of future, like going to. Present continuous tense is also used, but going to, when we have made an instant decision, like he is going to school, he is going to school, rather school is going to organize an event, and it has been decided, firmly elaborated, we use going to it. And also going to gives us the meaning of future tense. And also, he is leaving tomorrow, that is also future tense. Present continuous tense gives us the meaning of future tense. When we have already made a schedule, when we have a firm plan, we use present continuous tense in place of future tense. That means for that very schedule, when we have firm plan. And also, we use future simple when we have instant decision, when we make an instant decision. I shall give you a pen. When we make any instant decision, we also use future simple tense. And also, to express willingness, like it is all right, I will sit on the floor. Willingness, to express willingness, we also use future perfected and future simple. She will help you with your she will help you with your homework. That's also willingness. She will help you. I will help you on that matter. I will help you on that matter. That is the willingness. That is the willingness. And also, there are some uses of future simple, like invitation. Will you join my party today? Will you join my party today? Also invitation. And also instant decisions. And also, future simple is also used in promises, threats, uh, like offers, suggestions, like will you marry me? That is an offer. And also suggestions. And there are two important points, shall and will, as far as the usage is concerned. While as in British English, shall is used as far as the first person is concerned, like I and we, first person singular, and we, first person singular, subject personal pronoun. While as far will is concerned, will is used for second, third person. But as far as the current usage is concerned, will has given all the rule. And shall, as far as the shall is concerned, shall has almost a limited usage. And it is my prediction, I think, in the future time, and I think this shall will be diminished from this English, and will suffice the meaning of both shall and will. That means there are many things where we use shall, where we use future simple, instant decisions, predictions, and also intentions, and also uh, instant decisions, intentions, mm, promises, offers, suggestions, invitation. These are all, there are many uses of future simple. Now the next category is that is future continuous tense. Future continuous tense, used to denote an action that will be going on at a particular time. That will be going on. That means continuity. That is very important. Like, I will be studying at 4 p.m. tomorrow. I will be studying at 4 p.m. time. Like, We'll elaborate this example. Studying. That means I will be studying at 4 p.m. tomorrow. That is the middle time. The action started at 2 p.m. Action complete at somewhere at 7 p.m. But in the middle, that is 4 p.m. I will be studying at 4 p.m. Like, rather, अगर कल आपका एग्ज़ाम है, एग्ज़ाम आपने 12 बजे शुरू किया, अभी एग्ज़ाम नहीं है लेकिन कल है, और ख़त्म होने वाला है 3 बजे, लेकिन at 2 p.m. I will be at 2 p.m. I will be in the middle of that action. Now the structure, we will elaborate it in uses. Now the structure. Now what is structure? Subject plus villain shell and be form plus the fourth form of verb plus object. Like, I will be playing tennis at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Why is that mentioned time important? Because to indicate the future, at 10 a.m. tomorrow, at 10 a.m. next day, that we will indicate that this tennis belongs to the future tennis. At 4 p.m. tomorrow, I will be working. We will be having dinner when the show starts. We will be having dinner when the show starts. And also, when we talk about the second tennis, yeah, second action, that is earlier action, later action. Earlier action will always be in the present and future continuous tense, while as the later action will be in future simple. Will be in present simple. Sorry. Like, we will be having dinner when the show starts. We will be having dinner when the show starts. Now the uses of uses of past present future continuous tense. Use it to express an action going on at some point in future time. Use it to express an action going on. That is very important. Like, they will be playing a match at that time, and they will be playing match tomorrow against that team. Yeah, I will be playing tomorrow at 12 a.m. against that very team. Next point is to indicate some future plan. When you have some future plan, we will use future continuous tense at that time. Like, we shall be staying there for a week. that is the program, that is the we can say future plan. वहाँ हम जा रहे और वहाँ हम एक हफ्ते के लिए रहेंगे. We shall be staying there for a week. We shall be staying there for a week. I will be wearing my white dress at the dinner. That is also a firm plan which have been already decided. Already decided plan कि मैं वहाँ जाकर जो है डिनर में वो ड्रेस पहनूँगा. Like, he will be meeting us next week. He will be meeting us next week. Next week जो है हमसे मिलने जा रहे. That means also firm plan. When you have firm plan, we use indicate some future plan. We use future continuous tense. And I hope in my next video lecture we will discuss about the remaining portion of that very future tense. Thank you.